The Tale of the Custard Dragon, narrated by Ogden Nash. About the author. Ogden Nash was born on the 19th of August 1902 in New York. He worked as a school teacher before becoming a copywriter. Nash's first poems were published in New Yorker in 1930. His first collection of poems, entitled Hard Lines, was published in 1931. The Boy Who Laughed at Santa Clauses, 1957, and Girls Are Silly, 1962, are among his famous books. Nash is perhaps best remembered for his nonsense poetry. He died on the 19th of May 1971. Central idea of the poem The Tale of Custard the Dragon is a funny poem that tells the story of a little girl, Belinda, and her pets. Belinda lives with her little pets, a kitten, a mouse, a dog and a dragon, in her little house. Belinda and all her pets except the dragon have been described as very brave creatures. The dragon is such a coward that it is always looking for the safety in a cage. The dragon, however, surprised everyone with his heroic act of killing a pirate who had come to Belinda's house and meant harm to her and her pets. The poet has tried to convey a message in this simple poem: never to judge a book by its cover. Dragon, who is generally meek and coward, shows his bravery at the right moment and saves everyone from the pirate. Stanza 1. The poem opens with introducing the characters of the poem, namely, Belinda, a little girl who lived in a little white house with her pets and a wagon. Her pets include a black kitten, a little gray mouse, a little yellow dog and a little dragon. Stanza 2. Belinda had named the little black kitten as Ink, and her little gray mouse was called Blink. The color of her dog was as sharp and yellow as mustard, and her dragon was called Custard. Here, the readers are introduced to the cowardice of Custard, as he was not brave and feared a lot. Stanza 3. The description of Custard's physical appearance seems quite surprising to the readers, as it has been shown as carrying all the features of a dragon that makes dragons powerful, scary and brave. It has big sharp teeth and spikes on its back that could easily scare anyone away. Custard also has the ability to spit fire, which makes its mouth look like a fireplace, showing his power. And his nose becomes the chimney through which the smoke comes out from the fire in his mouth. Custard's toes are so pointed and sharp that they could cut anything like a dagger. Stanza 4. All the members of the house except Custard are very brave. Belinda's bravery has been compared to the bravery of many bears combined together. Ink and Blink, despite being so small in size, have the power to scare and chase away someone as strong as a lion. Her dog's bravery has been compared to that of a tiger's anger. But Custard is completely opposite to his physical description, and instead of being brave, always looks for a nice safe cage. Stanza 5. Belinda used to tickle the dragon without stopping, and she did it quite cruelly to make it laugh. It should be noted here that tickling is a very soft touch on the body, and it is related to softness. Since the dragon was such a coward, tickling worked on him. It does not work on rough bodies. So it is a proof of the dragon's softness. It was rudely named as Percival by Ink and Blink and Mustard. Seeing the dragon react to the tickling made all of them laugh, and they laughed sitting in the wagon at the cowardly dragon. Stanza 6. Belinda laughed a lot at the dragon. She laughed so hard that it seemed the house is shaking due to laughter. Blink, the mouse used to say weak, which is the giggling sound of the mouse. Ink and Mustard asked Dragon's age to make fun of him, as it shows that the dragon behaved like a small kid, but he was not a small kid. Custard wanted a nice safe cage for itself. Stanza 7. While all of them were busy making fun of the dragon, there came a very unpleasant sound from the house. Mustard, the dog, looked around growling for the source of that sound. Ink cried meouch and Belinda cried aw when they saw that there was a pirate climbing the window of the house to loot. Stanza 8. The appearance of the pirate seemed very dangerous, as he was carrying many arms with him. He had a pistol in both the hands and he was carrying a bright sharp blade between his teeth. He had black beard and a wooden leg, indicating that he was a tough man, who must have lost his leg in some fight or battle. His looks made it very clear that he meant to harm the people and pets living in the house. Stanza 9. Looking at the pirate, Belinda became pale with fear and cried for help. All her brave pets could not help her and everyone fled from the scene. Mustard made a huge cry and ran away. Ink silently went to the bottom of the house. Blink very smartly disappeared in a mouse hole. Belinda was all alone in front of the pirate. The bravery of pets could not do any good. Stanza 10. When everyone fled on seeing the pirate, it was the dragon who came to rescue and fought the pirate bravely. He jumped in front of the pirate and made large noises through his nose like an engine, indicating his anger. He started to move his tail and made sounds like an iron rod. With all these dangerous sounds, he followed the pirate like a robin follows a worm to eat it. Stanza 11. Custard shocked the pirate and he took a good look at him and drank some wine from a bottle that he carried in his pocket. The pirate then took out his pistol and fired 2 bullets at Custard. But he failed to hit him and Custard remained unharmed. Then Custard swallowed whole of the pirate without leaving any trace of him. Stanza 12. After Custard ate the pirate, there was joy all over the house. Belinda embraced him to express gratitude for saving everyone. Mustard licked the dragon, as that is how a dog shows its love for someone. Everyone celebrated the death of the pirate and there was no grief. Ink and Blink started dancing around the dragon out of happiness. Stanza 13. It became very clear who is brave and who is a coward after the pirate incident. Mustard gave excuse for his cowardice and said he would have been twice as brave as Custard if he had not got nervous when the pirate came. Ink and Blink said that they would have been thrice as brave as the dragon. They could not believe that the coward dragon had done such a heroic act and started giving excuses for running away. The humble dragon accepted that he was the most coward and everyone was braver than him. Message: ballads are stories told in verse. Generally, ballads are tales of adventures and heroism. In the poem, the poet presents the encounter of Custard and the pirate in a typical spirit of a ballad. The 4-line stanzas have the rhyme scheme AABB throughout the poem. Ogden Nash gives a subtle message to the readers through the fate of Custard, the dragon. In this world of deceit, self-confidence, self-dependence and self-respect are essentials to earn your rightful place among your peers. Mere presence of physical strength is not enough. The more important point is that you must be conscious of your strength. You must be fully aware of the fact that many others who are inferior in strength and power should have no right to taunt and ridicule you. No doubt, Custard had a lot of physical strength. He had a big sharp teeth and there were spikes on his top. There were scales underneath. His mouth was like a fireplace, always spitting fire. He proved his strength and bravery when he encountered the terrible pirate. The pirate had 2 pistols and a dagger, but failed to hurt Custard. The dragon fought valiantly and swallowed Pirate within no time. Custard is constantly ridiculed and taunted by the weaker and more cowardly pets of Belinda. The reason was simple. Custard had no self-respect. Nor was he aware of his great strength. He had a very low opinion of himself. He always asked for a nice safe cage for his protection, so it was the reason he was taunted.